all right, and it's really accelerating down, and it finally comes down into a... Hi all, Brazil 61 here. We're going to continue with the lesson on levels, candlestick patterns, and trend lines. Okay, so here we have a Euro-US dollar 240 chart, and I've taken a downtrend and I put some levels. We don't know what's going to happen on this side of the chart, so we're going to assume now by looking at these levels. So I put one here, cover this, cover that, this area here, this area here, this. So I laid out these levels, and we're going to look for a trade, a very high probability trade. Here we have a downtrend that here really starts to accelerate. All right, and it's really accelerating down, and it finally comes down into a possible bottom, and we want to see just how it looks as a bottom. So we're going to open this up, and obviously we're going to see the right-hand side of the chart and what actually happened, and we'll see how our levels work to the other side. So bring this back out, and I'm going to open this up a little, and let's see if I can get the actual trade on here. Okay, it's going around below that side. Okay, it's a little too far out. I'm going to bring it in one, and there we go. Okay, that's what I wanted to show. Now, what we have here is we have a strong downtrend line, okay, and we have acceleration of a downtrend here, and then an across move. Now this across move can easily move up and out, but it doesn't. What happens is it tries to make a bottom here, tries to make a bottom here, tries to make a bottom here and bounce, but it doesn't. It comes up 3, gives a little flag here, and then fails. Okay, this is a big candle, a big bearish candle on 240. It's indicating there's going to be more down. Okay. But what you do have here, you have the possibility of a left-hand shoulder developing. So when this strong down comes, all right, and you get this candle, and then more across here, it starts to look washed out. Okay? This inner downtrend line, it's an inner downtrend line, a steep inner downtrend line gets broken. Okay? Candle comes on this side. You could enter in anywhere here if you're a very aggressive trader like me, and put your stop here, here, somewhere here, and manage this trade. Okay, and what really gets nice is if you have a little patience, you wait and you see this candle. Okay, this candle is a very nice candle. In general, when I see something like this pattern on a washed out move like that, I'm looking for at least for it to come back up here and test in somewhere in here, okay? Because it's too fast, too far, okay? So this candle here tells me, hello trader, wake up. Then now look at this 240 AMA moving average, okay? It's starting to flatten out, okay? This 240 chart I like because it takes out a lot of the noise in time frames. So here it is, it's trying to get above it, and it's trying to flatten out, and then once it flattens out, it has an opportunity to go up. Sometimes it flattens out and goes back down. But we're looking for candle patterns and trend lines to help us. So what do we have? We have this point, and now we have another point. So it's 1, 2, and we're going to take a trend line here, this trend line, and we're going to put it on there. Exactly. Okay? So you have that to that. It comes down. Anywhere on this candle you could enter. Okay? Anywhere on this candle you can enter. I usually try to enter low. A lot of traders like to try and enter high up here in the neckline, and then they take this little bit of ride and this section that can either go both ways if you ask me. And so what I look to do is I look to try and get here low because then my stop is tight. Okay, there's my stop. Okay, so here it comes down and tests, bounces up, comes down and tests, bounces up, comes across, an inside candle. See this big candle? See this big candle? Inside candle, inside candle. Another great candle here. Okay, this is saying, hey, listen, I'm done going down. Okay, so depending on when you woke up. Okay, I woke up at 9 at night. I missed this trade, I missed this, I missed this. Okay, I woke up the next morning. Okay, I'm here. Okay, I'm here. Okay, so you're looking, you know, when you see this pattern, you're looking to enter low. Now, a lot of traders are saying, look, no, I'm trying to enter here high in the break of the neckline. It's very valid, just different style than mine. I want to enter low, and I want to find out if I'm wrong. I want to find out cheaply. So I look to enter low here, and boom, it starts to take off. Okay? Now, this is not a very high probability trade. Okay? This is a good trade. Okay? What I want to show you is a very high probability trade. Okay? Because why? We're still in a downtrend. We're still trying to work off an oversold condition. Okay? And we're trading against trend. So now, we're trading with a swing trend this way, true, but the overall downtrend coming from this red line. Okay, so now here's what happens. It comes up and tests this big downtrend line. All right, comes across down it and then breaks through it, gaps through it, and look, fools a lot of traders. Everybody jumps in because now it's going to take off, but they all forget that look, it took a hell of a lot of energy just to have this to happen. So this little leg here needs a rest. Okay, it needs to come back. Okay, so inexperienced traders are jumping in here. Okay, when you see that you're getting warning signs, this engulfing bearish candle, hey trader, I'm tired. This engulfing bear, hey trader, I'm tired. This bearish, hey trader, I'm tired. Moves across. Okay, bounces on the trend line. This trend line's from here to here. Okay, it's a valid trend line. Okay, comes to here, bounces. Okay, continues up. This candle's telling, hey trader, I'm tired. This is an uptrend line. Now also, what are we looking for? What do we know is a pattern that likes to reveal itself? Shoulder, head, shoulder. I'm looking for a shoulder to be developed here, somewhere here. Okay, or for a shoulder to fail here. Come this way and come back down. All right, then if the shoulder fails, then I'm looking for a double bottom. Okay, so imagine this continued this way. Okay, it's all anticipatory and it's all a figment of my imagination. But at the same time, these are patterns that repeat themselves over and over again. So I'm looking for these types of patterns. So it comes across this, and it took a lot of energy to get through here. Okay, so now it needs a rest. This candle tells you, hey. This candle tells you, hey. This all tells you, hey, look, trader, I'm tired. Gives you a top. Here's an engulfing bear. Any of these, for scalp traders, would take a short here and hoping that it doesn't go higher than there. They're still expecting a downtrend, even though the downtrend line is broken. Many times price straddles these confluence points and needs to make up its mind. So here it goes, comes back down and gets back underneath this AMA and continues down and bounces here at this trend line. Okay? Works its way back up and all the traders say, look, this is it. This is where it counts. I'm going to get back in. Okay? Now, if we take a fib, we're going to put this on here and we're going to look at it because we just use a fib for measurement. I do anyway. I don't use it to trade on. But I want to have an idea. So if it bounces here, it's a 382. It's a pretty strong bounce. That's a fast bounce. That means that the market, all this down and this big downtrend line, this means that the market's telling you, hey, listen, we were wrong, and we were very wrong, because it's going to bounce quick. 236 bounce is a quick bounce. This is a quick bounce. A 5-0 is normal. A 618 is a trader's dream. And deep in here is usually where you get reversals. Okay, so what ends up happening? It bounces a little bit here and comes this way. It comes across, but notice this bullish little look here. This is kind of bullish. okay? But it fools a lot of traders. Comes back down and sells off, okay? Now, interesting. I've got a 5-0, I've got an uptrend line, and I've got a kiss of a downtrend line, a major downtrend line. A very strong confluence of things here, okay? Now, when I look at this and I see this trend line, this inner trend line, this one right here, okay? I see this inner trend line break. So this downtrend breaks here and comes across, okay? And look at this area, right here, okay? So now, I get a bullish candle, I get an across move, an inside candle, an inside candle, a bullish candle. You can enter anywhere here on this, when it crosses this downtrend line, with this trend line going up, with this kiss of the downtrend line goodbye at the 5-0, it's a very, very high probability trade. Whereas this was more of a scalping trade, this is a high probability trade that we're actually going to take off. This is where a swing trader would really start to look and say, hey, trader, wake up. Okay, why? You're buying at the bottom. Look at this level, this level, this level. It's this level also. Okay? You're getting left shoulder, head, right shoulder that expanded, and it needed to expand because look, you had a downtrend line that worked for a long time, okay, a big downtrend, okay, it's trying to reverse that. So now this level here at the 5-0 looks very, very nice for a possibility of a runner, okay. So you enter anywhere in here, okay, again I try and enter as close as possible to the level, as close as possible to these candles. These candles, this pattern kind of tells me what to do. A lot of traders will wait till it gets above the AMA and gets here in the neck. All right. So what happens if you enter here? All right. You get a little bit of a ride. Now you're still in it because you think it's going to take off. But then what happens? Here you go. You either get stopped out, or you were just up $200. Now you're down $200, or up $2,000, and now you're down $2,000. And it plays with your emotions. That's why I prefer to try and enter here low, and then what I do is I'll let this run for 30, 40, 50 pips. I'll take my 50 pips, half, and then I'll let half run. And then I don't care what happens. And if you notice here, it doesn't stop me out if I enter the low. If I enter the low down here, near the 5-0, down near this stuff. Okay? It's a style. It's not for everyone, but it's a style I prefer. So now let's look at what happens. You're in this trade and it starts to take off. Okay? And it just takes off and it just takes off. Now this trade, if you notice what I have here, let me get rid of this. If you notice, I call this a high probability A, B, looking for a C and a D trade. Okay? So the C trade is here. Okay? This was an attempted C which failed. This was a C that succeeded. Okay, so we could say that C succeeded here at the 5-0, and we have an A boundary. This is the lowest point, it's an A, and it's the B boundary. So that's how we get an A, B boundary. Okay, now the A, B boundary is not necessarily a level. It's a swing. It's a measurement of swing. It's not a measurement of levels. Levels is a different thing. Okay. But this area is a level. Look, boom, boom, boom. Price is telling you here something's important. Price is telling you here something's important. Price is telling you here something's important. Okay, you see these? So this is actually a level, and I bet you if we go back and look at this level 120, 150 area, okay, if we go back in time, we'll find other price levels that get stuck here, and maybe we'll do that in a minute. But let me continue. So you have an A, B, we're looking for a C because we know that in a change of trend, price moves in waves. Okay? All the time, price is moving in waves. So the wave looks like this. A, B, C, D. A, new A, B, new C somewhere, D. A, it's constantly. Down, look. A, B, C, D. Now, A, B, no C. This was going to be the C. Guess what? Price stopped and kept going. It broke this here. So no, there's no AB here now. This is indicating to you a change of trend. Okay, but understand, this leg here is only an indication of change of trend. It's not a confirmation of change of trend. Okay, so now look how great these trend lines work. Okay, I tie in from here, from this point to this point, and it catches at this point. Okay, that's far out in the distance. Okay, you have this point and this point. Catches here. That's far out in the distance. You have this point and this point. Catches up here. Far out in the distance. Okay? Look at here. Both sides straddling it. Once it straddles this side and goes down, it's over. That means, look, when this trend line gets broken, there's an 80% chance that this is going to the next trend line. Okay? Now, it can go down quickly like that, or it can move across. Okay? But it means it's coming to this next trend line. And when you know you're doing your trend lines correctly, here's how you know. Price starts to respect them, and you'll see it all the time. You'll see it all the time. Look at here, and you start to get proud of yourself because you say, wow, I'm really drawing my trend lines right. All right. I like to use the trend lines with levels, with candle patterns that repeat themselves over and over again. Okay, you see these sticks down, telling you, hey, listen, I'm not going any lower. See this down, and this little, what do they call this, a morning star, and then a test down. Okay, even this bear candle. This bear candle here, big blue bear candle. It's a test down. Now, a lot of people say, oh, that's bearish. No, that's bearish inside and above the low. Okay, look at this next candle. Okay, look at this next candle. So this bearish is negated here because now you have another little morning star. Okay, then an inside candle, then a test down with a close up here. This is telling you, hey trader, look, I'm ready to bounce. This big long downs, I've had enough. I broke this trend line. Okay, so now another thing you need to look at and how I use the trend lines, the angle of ascent, okay, becomes too steep, price needs to come back. The angle of descent becomes too steep, price needs to come back. Okay, so all of these are used in conjunction to give you an idea of where you are in trades and give you locations, okay, that can give you a higher probability of succeeding in your entries. And then this is one style and one type of trade, and I hope it was helpful. Thanks.